My name is Shane Nickerson, and I'm currently a television producer and actor. I moved out here in 1995 with my wife, my fiance at the time. We packed up a U-Haul and just drove west. I knew I wanted to be an actor. The first year was hard, and then slowly I started taking classes at the Groundlings, and I started meeting a lot of comedy types, started doing commercials, getting on TV a little bit, and then I slowly transitioned kind of over into reality TV production. I worked on the very first season of Big Brother as a story editor, and then did Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica at MTV, and a show called Rich Girls with Ali Hilfiger and her friend Jamie Gleischer. And then from that I did a eco-travel show called Trippin' with Cameron Diaz. I was a supervising producer on that and got to travel the world with Cameron Diaz and all her celebrity friends. And that led to a show called Rob and Big with Rob Dyrdek, and I've worked with him for the past, I guess 6 or 7 years on 3 TV series for MTV. My friend Christian and I, who also works on those shows, have a web series that we keep wanting to do called Dicks, which is about the 2 supernatural detectives that don't really know what they're doing, but it's one of those pet projects that we shot a pilot and someday we're going to do it. I guess my future is kind of open. I want to keep doing I love what I do, so I want to keep doing that. I love acting. I like doing commercials. I want to direct commercials. That's my next big goal. I would definitely consider myself a gamer, although I'm not a hardcore gamer in any particular area. I like board games, I like video games, I like card games, I like pretty much any games. I'm a gambler, so anything with a little bit of gambling in it, I'm in. I guess gaming started for me with Uno, with my grandmother, back when I was a little kid, and I've always liked card games. I like cards, I like poker, I like Xbox. Board games, I have 3 kids, so I'm always playing board games. Even young board games are kind of fun if you have the right game. Candyland's a classic. But my favorite game of all time is Scrabble. I do love Scrabble, and you gotta know those 2-letter words, which I do, I think, most of them. Will and I have been friends for a long time. I knew of him the same way everyone knew of him, and then our paths just crossed and we became friends, which is nice when you can become friends with someone that you grew up watching or know from TV or know from writing, which at that point I knew him more for writing than for television. He's a good friend. He has a unique life, and it's fun to every now and then see a little of it, see the worlds he has to kind of walk into. He goes from these massive conventions to games at his house to some TV show where he's a guest star, and he's got an extraordinary life. I guess my biggest project is my 3 kids. They keep me very busy. Gaming is whatever you want it to be.